Hey, welcome to Nodfast 42, December 4th, 2006. This is the Nodfast pupils, which
Yeah.
would be Paul and Josh and me, Matt.
Man, we haven't done that in a while.
I know, I
we
just
don't
thought
even we don't even say who we are anymore.
I thought I'd say that.
We are we.
We're the Nodfast. We have no other name. We're a weird creature from Star Trek. Hey, speaking of Star Trek, have you seen any?
Yeah, I saw one the other night, and it looked so cool where they redid they've redone all the effects.
Have you seen the original series?
On the original series.
TOS.
Are you talking about? You're not talking about Next Generation.
No.
I did catch one the other day, but I didn't.
And did all the spaceships look really good in it?
Everything's all cleaned up.
Yeah, it looks really
I didn't
good. They're fun to
But
watch.
it's so well done
nothing.
that you don't even notice it's been cleaned up.
Well, it's kind of like what the Beatles we were just listening to.
Right.
It's just like, well, this looks like it came out last year. Like they just shot it last year.
Right. Except for the scenes.
Yeah, right.
For all the acting.
Except for how William Shatner looks.
Yeah, he looks a little different now on
that
Show
show?
Me the Money.
Yeah.
I heard somebody, I think it was a comedian, talking about, could you think of even an older phrase like,
Right.
give me the beef, or where's the beef?
Where's
Where's
the
the
beef?
beef?
Yeah.
We're gonna do a game show. What are we gonna? Oh, some phrase the kids are saying. What's that?
What's that? Where's the beef?
Where's that? Where's the beef? Yeah, that's a great commercial. Come on,
Yeah,
I
that
just
was
saw
a-
it the other day.
That was some stand-up guy's joke. the
That's
other day,
awesome.
or Leno or somebody. I thought it was pretty funny.
Leno.
Leno. Hey, Leno.
Clinton, Bagra, Clinton.
But from the world of that digression to Bolton.
Oh
being
yeah,
gone.
Bolton's out of there.
The guy
man.
that everyone at UN hated from the get-go.
Nobody wanted that guy in there.
The guy that said that no one would miss it if half of the UN was missing. Or something.
10 floors. The
Yeah.
top 10 floors of the UN building were blown off.
Did he say blown off or just were missing? I think
No,
what he said was a
dude.
little more.
think
It was
he
a
said-
little more like
He said blown off by my gun that I have.
in my pocket, aimed at the 10th floor.
Yeah.
Die, bitch, die. Yeah, you're right.
It seriously was or it was something about them being lopped off.
I thought it was. Yeah, I don't remember the statement.
John Bolton is very. He's totally commentary on the whole, like Bush lock on the government, or that whole neoconservative lock on the government, where it's just like, hey, guess what? I'm a big asshole.
Right, and you're gonna do it my way.
I'm a super big asshole, and you're gonna do what I say.
Because I have a permanent seat on the UN.
Yeah, and
Because
if
I'm from.
yeah.
If you think that you know more than I do, it doesn't matter because, like I said, I'm a big asshole.
And that's
All comes back to point A.
Especially that dude, man. Like,
Yeah.
especially that guy.
he's horrible. He's just horrible, and just
He was a very undiplomatic person in a diplomat's role.
He's
Well-
the guy continuing the trend of, I mean, he's not the first one to do this, but all that shit against when the UN's like, hey, maybe we should condemn what Israel's doing, and everybody signs up for it, and then John Bolton's like, this clearly is one-sided, and it doesn't show that the reason this whole thing started is because of, like, the Lebanese and Hezbollah and blah, 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 blah.
we will now vouch for our little buddies.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway, fuck that guy. He's gone. Have fun selling books or whatever the shit you're
maybe-
going to do.
And in more UN news, the
He and Rummy
UN
should go on tour.
the UN has said that that Iraq may be worse than under Hussein.
Yeah, which
I
a lot
don't-
of people have been saying.
Yeah, people don't like hearing it, but it's
See, here's the thing.
it's less stable.
Right.
He made it stable, but he killed people. But we kill
Well,
people just in different ways.
I think I think more
for the
people
average person.
more people are dying per
Right.
day. I'm sure right now than
Mhm.
did under Hussein.
Right,
They couldn't
right.
have killed these many people like in their little underground torture chambers per day if they tried.
But he's an evil dictator.
But he also pushed. Yeah, but he pushed down.
Sometimes a dictatorship actually bodes well for the number of lives lost in weird
In
cases
the long
like
run,
this.
unfortunately.
Well, well, I mean,
You have to think about how unstable was it. What was he going to do at that point?
Well-
Like, you already let him do all this other shit.
There-
Then suddenly we decide we need to go after him for war crimes. Yeah.
right.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it makes you think like what. It's almost like it has to sort of be that way there. I mean, there was he was an asshole and he killed people. And
Otherwise, it
yada,
wouldn't be
yada,
a
yada.
country.
It would not be
Right.
one country.
Right.
No,
I mean,
and
it's not a
and
country.
There were,
Yeah.
I read articles before the war that were saying
Well,
that
it's like the
basically the only
Soviet
reason Iraq
Union.
is a country is because of Saddam Hussein.
Uh-huh.
being ruling with an iron fist.
And you know, with
Well, a bigger example would just be the Soviet Union.
right,
Look, there does not everybody stayed up and they were like, "Hey, Russia, let's be your buddy now that your iron fist has been destroyed."
exactly.
It's like this is what happens.
Man, speaking of that stuff is also getting crazy. I don't think we
the Russian stuff,
listed a topic about this, but
it's getting all global now.
now his buddy, the Italian guy, is testing positive for polonium, and his wife.
210.
And it's showing up. What was it on
With
airplanes?
extra radioactive.
Airplanes going back and forth.
3
now?
different
Yeah,
British airlines
yeah,
that were grounded that they had to contact the 30,000 people that flew on them
yeah. That doesn't
Fucked
cost
up.
anything.
because it was 30,000 people because it was in a month,
Yeah,
a period of a month.
yeah.
And I think maybe we did talk about, I don't know,
But
but the fact that you should have some sort of radiation detector
Those were,
on an airplane.
yeah. Were
Those
those
seem
all
pretty
good idea.
Were those
Yeah.
all Airbus or Boeing?
They might have been Airbus. I don't
Probably
know.
Airbus.
They weren't the like new shits that they were rolling
No,
out
I don't
over
think
there.
No,
right? They
no,
were
no,
over-
no, no.
Okay.
It's stuff that's existing.
But it cost
for
them
sure.
money to not.
But
to
I mean,
pull those out of use. Those
Yeah.
things.
but the sort of like I don't know, international law implications is pretty crazy because England, like, you know,
Yeah,
what is it, Scotland Yard or whatever,
Yeah, you
Right.
don't mess with England.
is like,
yeah.
okay, we're gonna go into Russia now and
You
start
know-
snooping around.
Well, yeah, it's
Exactly,
like how long have
exactly.
we had anti-terrorism investigation units
Right.
that investigated bombings and
Yeah.
transportation?
Yeah.
And
people
track
on
down
planes
people and shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. They've been doing that for a
It's
minute.
like those
up there.
IRA guys put us on our tips of our toes, and
Yeah.
they're not doing so much lately, so we're ready.
Yeah, we got nothing to do.
Let's go.
We got nothing to do. If you guys want to start the Cold War over,
That's why you saw
fine.
all those arrests in England too, because they're
Yeah,
like
they're
like,
on- they're on it.
They're ready to go. Like, they're
Well,
like, we're
yeah.
sick of this shit.
You'd think they'd have like a video of the thing going down,
Well, and
considering
that's sort of the
all the
thing
videos they
is
have there.
They are sort of employing some pretty
And then somebody
American,
slapping them in the face and video.
some pretty American-like tactics as far as taking people out before they really ever do anything. And I mean, you have to, of
Wow.
course, do that. But it also seems like if you've got evidence that shows these people are doing this shit, people like to see that, if at all possible, when you're taking people down. It makes us understand why you're taking them down.
Right.
If it's a bunch of guys in Miami that don't have boots, I got a problem with that.
Right.
But if it's guys that
The
got
guys
like
that were supposed to be taking down the world, the Eiffel. Or not,
the Sears Tower, dude,
yeah.
going
They
to
didn't have any
Chicago.
plans. They just said like, "Hey, dude, we should knock down the Sears Tower."
Yeah, dude,
They're like that. That was
you're
a
right.
plan. They had
Yep.
a plan.
That a plan?
They are terrorists.
They were getting
Like, no, they said a
they were
sentence.
about to get shoes.
You're like, you said
They were had almost found a source of shoes.
buying shoes, special shoes
Okay, so
to help you walk up the side
maybe
of
the
the building.
informant
or-
was the source of the shoes, but whatever. All right, whatever. But anyway,
I don't understand the shoe.
the guys didn't even have boots. They were for their Mujahideen army.
They had to have boots.
They didn't. They were trying to put uniforms together apparently. At the
That's too conspicuous. See, they don't even know what they're talking about.
well, the FBI
their
informant.
first step is, hey, let's get some uniforms
Yeah. Anyway,
for our terrorist cell.
and there's actually been
Hey, involve that big ass building. What's it called?
there's actually been stuff about the Jose Padilla case lately too,
I
which
saw that.
is going nowhere fast. The government is trying to kind of drop this case like a hot potato now because they have the case basically.
I think the whole thing is U.S. citizen.
Yeah. Well, U.S. citizen went to Pakistan, and we arrest you when you get back for going to Pakistan.
You're not allowed to go there. We told you not till now.
Even though Sharif
Yeah.
is a ally on the war on terror or whatever.
right, but he
Right.
didn't like it.
Yeah.
He didn't like Bush.
Busharraf. Yeah.
Oh, he didn't like Bush. Did you watch that Frontline thing on?
Yeah. It's
That
two,
was pretty
two
crazy.
sides. He
Yeah.
is two people right now, for sure.
He has to deal with two completely different. He's Mr. Politics. He has
Yeah.
to like balance or get totally
He
screwed.
is the
He's
ultra
between a rock and a hard place.
he
and
is the
both of them
ultra
have guns.
he is the ultra modern politician. If you really want
Yeah,
to
that sort of area, man. Like
No, in the world. If you think about it,
Yeah.
who is bridging
he was on
both-
Daily Show.
both-
Bush hasn't been on Daily Show.
Who are you talking about?
Musharraf?
Musharraf.
Who has to answer to a completely Muslim population and a completely American population. To some
But
extent,
it's weird
too.
though because Pakistan is very Muslim, but it's right on the like edge of it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right,
it's
right.
like an
Right.
out,
It's a lot
an
more secular.
outpost. Yeah.
It is.
Really.
So
But it still has its fair share of madrasas and everything
Oh,
else.
sure.
For sure.
Oh,
I mean,
sure.
Right, but it's a lot more relaxed.
And it's where the Taliban came from.
But they
as
have,
well.
they definitely have. I don't know. To me, it seems like that guy not being dead by now, he must have like
something
control
going on.
of something.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
he drives on the same bridge every day. He even says that. Like even when I think he was on the Daily Show, talking about driving on the same bridge every day to go to work.
They tried to blow it up.
Blow it up like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like whatever, bitch.
Like, I'll give me a helicopter.
Right. I would too.
I want to work on a helicopter.
But when you talk about Iraq being worse than how it was beforehand, like I mean, if you think about Vietnam, that was obviously the case. But our intention wasn't really. Our intention was to sort of fight communism,
cleanse the
their
redness,
way of life,
which we now call terrorism.
Right. It's the new ism. You always have to have an ism to fight against because you can't ever really get rid of an
It was
ism.
communism for a while.
So that means we can spend untold amount of money and fund an untold amount of weapon development to get rid of this ism.
See, and terrorism is even better than communism.
It's shadowier
because there has less of a definition, so it's more
right.
It's more malleable. That can be people who protest animal rights too much.
We're gonna have
actually, it is the case now.
Right. If the president says you're a terrorist, you're a terrorist.
Well, no,
that's
no.
by definition.
There are specifically things about people that protest any animal rights stuff against institutions. Like if anybody
colleges
and if anybody that
get federal funding,
if anybody is a student protested at a university against animal rights, they could be considered a terrorist now legally.
We're gonna have a war on mean.
Yeah.
It's like you can't say nasty things about us torturing animals.
You're a meanie. Under the Meanie Act.
Right.
We could throw you in jail forever.
You're preventing us from doing our important animal experiments.
It's just
you are a terrorist.
It's just like thought police.
Yes. Well yeah.
Exactly. Let's make more little things illegal.
So lots of stuff on the whole presidential run pipe.
Yeah, who do we have in the wider realm, the not so local?
Who was the first dude who said it? He has a funny name.
I don't know.
I remember Brownback's a Republican, right?
Yeah, Brownback.
He's saying he's going to.
There's some unknown guy and another
Hillary's
Republican.
done her announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and these are all, of course, what we were talking about.
Barack Obama
exploratory committees.
Has
so
he
they
announced
can
his exploratory?
Barack Obama isn't really yet,
Isn't.
officially. No.
Well, no one is officially yet.
The exploratory committees, but Barack hasn't even set one of those up.
Oh.
Obama hasn't.
That you know of.
No, well,
he hasn't. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
So Evan Bayh and Hillary have.
That's
Biden did a long time ago,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I believe Biden. Yeah, and he's not going to go. But Frist is already. Frist did actually. This is new. Frist is out. Frist said
no.
No more Frist.
Damn, that's a shame.
Yeah, that guy.
What we do.
That guy was so unpopular to begin with, and I think it finally dawned on him how much he really was unlike. And on the same token, on the other side, Kerry has the lowest numbers of any Democrat as far as likability.
Yeah, he's running.
He wants to.
He's wasting his time and energy.
Well,
you should just tell him.
And his wife's money.
What he's got is a database of like 1 million or 4 million or something email addresses and from his last campaign that he needs to just give to the Democrats and say rock it or sell to them, whatever.
Right.
But man,
or just
get
spam
out.
everybody in the country.
Well, fine. If you don't want me to run for president, I'm so unpopular. Here is my wound. I'll show it to you.
Look at me, damn it! Here's my medals. I'm throwing them.
Yeah. But yeah, local guy Evan Bayh officially announcing his committee. That's kind of what we've been dancing around this whole time. And
Josh
darn
said
it,
it, but yeah,
my sister met him.
He's a good guy.
Was she a page or something?
No, she was a kid. I mean, this was like
because I knew kids that worked like it's a. He was a state representative.
I went to school
right?
with a Bayh. I think it was probably his like niece or something.
I think it may have been when he was first running for governor, actually.
Yeah,
however long ago that was.
I don't know. I don't disagree with everything the guy. I mean,
the one thing
he's
that
a
I have,
Democrat from Indiana, which says something.
One thing that I have heard, which I never really thought about, but charisma.
Bayh.
He's kind of
flat,
a little dry.
I don't know. I think he's better than Gore.
Oh yeah,
he's articulate enough, and he can formulate a sentence.
He just has like that. He just has that.
He's kind of snide. that?
What's his name? John, not Kerry, the guy
McCain?
who
Edwards.
that John Edwards thing without the accent though. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
well,
that.
which is
Duty, prim and proper. And
actually
yada,
people
yada.
like that
Right.
though. People like
yeah,
that in their presidents
kind of
to an extent. I mean, I think especially honestly after Bush, people are going to have folksy hangover and not
I
not
think
want
so.
that
You're gonna want
at all.
somebody who's more articulate.
I just think that
Or at least what's-
people
what
want to.
conventionally more articulate.
I just think like if somebody got up there and was like, "Look, bitch, this is what we're doing," you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was like not energetic, but
if you
like
said, "Look, bitch," that would go over really well in a whole group of people who don't even register to vote. And if you got them to register to vote, you would win.
I'm gonna win this sucker.
Come on, we can do it. Let's rock the vote, and I'm not kidding.
All the commentators
I
like,
win,
we
everyone
believe
in
he's
the-
speaking in code to the 18 to 24 voting
By the way,
population.
man. By the way, was it Julia Carlson? Is that her name? Or
I'm not sure.
Carson? Julia Carson.
Julia
Julia
Carson.
Carson.
Yeah.
In that one movie.
yeah, like she
She's
said.
kind of nuts.
She said the funniest shit at her like victory speech
I
or whatever.
bet she's way.
She was like, "That sucker threw everything he had at me." She's so like ghetto.
That's awesome. Yeah.
she's
she'll-
just crazy old lady now. Is what
Oh,
she
but
is.
man,
Yeah.
she is
She's
like.
sometimes she's like you don't even understand what she's saying.
Oh no. But her constituents on the level.
Oh, they
with
vote
it.
for her
They
every
love
time.
her. They
Yeah.
love her. Yeah.
Who was
for
it that who was it that had polio?
The president
Yeah,
is it Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
I think so. I knew it was one of the Roosevelts. 'Cause she's like ill, like she has something wrong with her.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she has like very poor health, and they kept bringing it up, and
Who does?
Her opponent, Julia Carson.
Oh,
She's in very poor health.
and they kept bringing it up, and she kept citing that, like saying,
that's shady.
Yeah.
like he brought no, I mean that she kept citing that our country was ran by his mind was intact, you know, his body was falling
Right.
apart, but he
Yeah.
could still like lead. And
Yeah.
she was basically saying
Oh, okay. Yeah.
one has nothing to do with the other.
Yeah.
Right.
And then she was like, "Now I'm gonna go hit the crack pipe."
Yeah.
But,
Hell, Dick Cheney's running on robot hearts.
on the policing
Shooting people.
on
Shooting
the
people.
policing gone awry front.
Speaking of shooting people,
Which really, I mean, it's
These
not
are-
it's not super entirely new to to this
Right,
country.
and it's not something that happens if you consider realistically the number of police
of
officers
incidents,
there are in the
it's
country.
it's kind of like when airplanes crash. Honestly,
Right, but when
it's
when
it
something
it
goes
really
wrong-
sucks. It really sucks bad.
When something goes wrong and there's a camera there,
Yeah,
especially.
the video doesn't help at all.
No.
Well, the one was you cited Josh that somebody got shot stealing a PlayStation 3 or was it actually
Yeah.
a PlayStation? Because if
And-
somebody got shot stealing a PlayStation,
Well,
an old one,
no,
that's not even fair. Those things are like $30.
They-
You shoot somebody over that.
They shot somebody at his home who was suspected of stealing
What?
His
a
own-
video game system. And,
Wait.
What?
And they might even be saying that when he came to the door, he still had a controller in his hand when they shot him,
So
and that may have been like
They
why
thought it was
they
a
sh-
gun.
because
perhaps.
He had a controller in his hand.
Yeah.
What console was it?
I don't know.
I
I wonder if it was the
Xbox
Wii.
360 where it's the Wii.
He's like fucking
What-
throwing his arm all around
They're
and
like,
shit.
"It's a
Wait a minute.
nunchucks."
Wait a minute.
He's got a gun. He's waving it around.
Who shot? First of all,
Well, the guy didn't have a gun. He
The
had a
cop
controller.
shot several times through his fucking
Cops
door.
shot
his
somebody
door?
in their house that
Yes.
they suspected of stealing. Oh man,
Where was
that's
it?
bad.
Hang on,
That's-
I'm looking up the link.
That is bad. That's
Let's see what it says.
You knock before you do that.
yeah. I mean, well, you know, that's kind of the whole. I mean, thing you.
Okay, here it is. A teenager accused of robbing. This is CNN.com.
In Wilmington, North Carolina.
A teenager accused of robbing a student of 2 new PlayStation 3s. Who has 2? On the day of the popular game consoles were introduced, was shot to death by police sent to arrest him. Okay, so they were sent to arrest this guy, and they shot him.
Okay, and how did it one turn into the other? I mean,
If this boy would have come to the door, opened the door, we probably wouldn't be talking, the sheriff said Sunday. who's unarmed but may have been holding a video game controller when he went to the door as it was bashed in by officers.
Okay.
That's all it really says. It says there's an investigation.
So they bash the door down. He's standing there holding a controller, and they shoot him.
Oh, it sounded like they shot him through the door. I thought you said, Josh, because he wouldn't open the
Well,
door.
I thought I saw like footage.
There isn't a lot of detail in this. This article is written, or I guess it was actual one of those CNN local news affiliates.
Well, the thing is that he was accused of robbing a suit. So were they going to apprehend him?
Yeah, they were going to arrest him, is what it said.
And apparently he somehow did not come out of the house fast enough, so they found it reasonable to shoot him.
I don't know. You don't
I can't. I'm really sick of seeing, and this is the same thing about the New York thing. It's like, unless somebody's like,
we haven't mentioned that yet.
The people were already put on paid leave, and
right.
I mean, it's basically the normal shit of recently, just like the other. What was the other one? The other case?
New York.
Like 5 unarmed guys in a car were shot through the car 20 times.
I mean, at least it seems like that the agencies involved at this point. I mean, after because they know what they say and do can cause riots in this day and age. Like they're like, yeah, that looks pretty shady.
Well,
and we're looking into it.
What I read up on the New York case, and the thing was, the club that the guys were at, apparently, according to the police, was about to be shut down with one more infraction against it. Apparently, real shady club where a bunch of shit went down. So they were kind of looking for another incident, in a way, is what it sounded like, to shut the place down. Well, these guys were there, and and they had a bunch of undercover cops just literally waiting. They're just kind of literally trying to spring a trap on the place. And
what were they trying to bust
allegedly, one of the guys in this wedding party was talking about going and getting his gun because in this argument they're out in the parking lot or whatever. No one ever went and got a gun. All the guys got in the car to leave, and that's when they start getting on. All these undercover guys start getting on the radio saying, "Hey, they're getting ready to leave." Well, the guys start to pull out just as the undercover cars are coming around a corner, and they hit them.
Uh-huh.
And
who hit who?
And that's.
They hit each other.
They probably hit each other.
But I mean, why would these guys be like, I feel like hitting this car because I'm pissed?
Well,
right.
No, or maybe I mean, yeah, I don't know.
That's the thing about it is, it sounds like those guys started to freak out because he then backs up and hits another car trying to get out of there, and that's when they shoot him, and they shoot and they
50 rounds in the car.
And then 50 rounds, yeah, and it's like, those guys.
I'm gonna start shooting.
Those guys are just
my sister
leaving.
And I, when we were talking about this the other day, there are certain things that you and I might do that we would freak out in an instant,
right,
and panic. But there's a reason I don't have a gun, and it's not my job to carry a gun around.
Exactly.
Because you have to have a better ability to make a decision like that. Like, hey,
lots
maybe I
of really fast decisions that
now.
change.
Maybe I need to work. Okay, let's figure this out first. And then maybe shoot is not as the first thing I do, but as the third or fourth thing I do, rather than.
Well, and you know how a lot of those things go too.
A lot of countries don't even have like armed police per se.
Right.
Like when there's a problem, they radio whoever, and
a lot of countries, everybody has guns.
A whole bunch of them.
I mean, yeah.
Well, there's that myth that London cops don't have guns.
Yeah.
They totally.
I don't. I'm sure they do.
There's a dead guy. There's a dead guy in the London subway that says they do.
Right. No shit.
Right. But for a while, that was like a myth in the U.S. They're like, all they carry is clubs.
The bobbies.
Like, yeah, that's what they fought the IRA with.
Right.
Was clubs.
The bobbies.
Yeah, they don't have like submachine guns in their car.
They don't have people sitting on buildings waiting to shoot people.
Right. There's no snipers.
Yeah,
and a camera everywhere.
CCTV.
Well, Chicago is getting close to being as wired as London is now.
Yep.
No, they're aiming for more. Like they have a long-term project. Indianapolis, like in the last week, announced like 12 permanent and like 13.
How many people does that employ? How many people do they have watching that stuff? And where do they store all that shit? I mean, where's the big London VCR that's recording all this shit?
Oh, it's hard drives.
I know, but seriously, can you imagine how much data that is?
Some massive, compressed, some proprietary compression
database driven.
A lot of it's probably black and white, and it's They probably don't even record everything. They probably just record snippets that are like motion activated or something.
Right.
So if it's really dead in the area, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least save you probably some
Save
space
resources and all that shit. It must have been a huge undertaking to design that system.
Then. I don't know. I don't know what Chicago's is crazy.
Yeah.
Did you see any of the cameras when you were up there?
No, because they're doing it all in like they're doing it in the crazy areas, and it's some and of course that's how they started out. They doing it all the places where not a whole lot of people object because the area is so bad. You know what I mean?
Because the crime's so bad that they don't even care.
Right. Well, yeah. It's like the people that live there would love shit like
They're
that.
like, yeah, please, because you
Yeah.
don't ever come when I tell you to.
Right.
At least now it'll be on frickin' videotape, and I won't have
Right.
to worry about
Well,
proving it or getting a witness.
they also started doing a thing with I thought it was kind of interesting with audio in neighborhoods that had high
Bullet detectors.
gunshot
Yeah,
incidents.
gun,
It's
like bullet detectors. That was a ridiculous
it's
thing to say.
it's audio. It's just
gunshot detectors.
it's a directional audio thing. So it picks up gunshots, and they can tell what
Then they would increase,
distance and estimate the distance and direction basically. Based
and they
on
would
these things.
apply more crews around, more like patrols around those areas.
Well, they can just they can like literally kind of triangulate where it is and send
right.
people
and
to
they
that
can send
area.
in the RoboCop or that giant thing that had machine guns on it.
Oh man, that thing was
How long
crazy.
before that happens?
I don't think we're there yet. That
There, man, you got to
Wait,
look
what
at
are you
Asia.
talking about?
In
Were you
Asia,
talking about the
they're-
big robot that fought RoboCop?
Yeah.
Ed 209.
Ed 209.
209?
Yes.
You could totally build that.
Kenny was him for one Halloween in
That's
South Park.
right. That's
He was
right.
walking around like going.
I remember that.
So Supreme Court
Yeah,
arguments regarding race in public school.
it
Was
sounds
it
like
Seattle, Louisville, and I don't remember the other.
school desegregation.
The main one was Seattle's
Seattle and
school
Louisville
system.
were the two big ones. I heard
Seattle's
about.
was a public school that had set the primary criteria on assigning someone to a school by their race.
Yeah.
If the quota for that race in a local school was a closer school was filled.
Mm-hmm.
Which
So
I-
this girl had selected one school and then two backup schools and didn't get into any of those schools, and they sent her to some school 8 miles away because it had a higher concentration of African American students, and they wanted a higher white because they had some balance they wanted. They wanted
Right.
percentage aims at every school, and they would like
And
shift kids around like they were tokens.
And of course, the conundrum is, okay, maybe if none of these things were in place, sure, less ethnicities of whatever
Less diversity would occur.
in colleges. But at the same time, as long as you're singling them out, they're always going to be singled out.
Right. If you're saying the white kid has to go to this school because there are too many white kids there, then the kid is being white. The kid's a white kid now.
Yeah.
The kid may have never thought about being a white kid before, but they're a white kid now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even matter.
Everybody becomes like some sort of weird representative of their race by their definition is what it comes
Right,
down to.
Yeah, it was really shady. It was like it was the primary criteria.
Yeah, and
It wasn't like it was a deciding factor.
honestly, it's like, you know what? Maybe kids that live in the same neighborhood don't get along, and maybe there's problems and stuff like that. But you're not going to solve gang problems or any other kind of problem by intentionally mixing everyone up either.
Right.
There's a better way, and I think you just have to give kids choices and follow through with those choices. In the schools that the kids don't want to go to, maybe you rethink those schools.
Well, that's where you really almost have to think about vouchers for schools.
In a way, yeah.
I mean, if
But
your local public school
that's
is
not perfect.
garbage.
Voucher systems aren't perfect either.
No, I'm not saying they're perfect, but
there's a lot of weird.
it's
crap
better than
built into
somebody being
those,
trapped
too.
at a horrible school system.
No, I know.
Or school.
Right.
Like, think about some of the Indianapolis public schools.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like, you wouldn't want your kids going to those schools.
IPS.
There's some good schools, but
There are good schools in IPS, but IPS is. I mean, any large urban city is difficult to have really good quality public schools, and it's
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's and that's the thing. Indianapolis is not the only one. Go to any major city. What major city is bragging about its public schools?
not many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago, it's in awful shape. I know as well.
And it's because of these goons who are like, we should be able to take our kids wherever we want.
I just went in
and
the other room, so
every-
it might have sounded weird for a second.
Everybody should. everybody should pay for my kid to be able to go to what school he wants, and it's like
Right.
you don't get it. That there's like so many people that have no fucking money to do anything,
Yeah.
and their schools are the ones who are going to suffer by, I mean, it's just that whole like ownership society, and
Yeah. Yeah.
like we should be able to do whatever we want. 'Cause
Well, it
got
was
money.
it was started with good intentions and a lot of things post civil rights era, post everything else, and the idea being the way for us to really all get along is for us to intermingle and be together and all. I mean, there are a lot of good intentions wrapped around. I think
Which is cool,
what
but you
would
don't
happen.
want it imposed on you by any sort of system.
No,
or government
exactly.
Or a
You
school
do not.
system.
You do not
That's when you
mandate.
that's when you least like it. That's
Right.
when you're most likely to have a problem with it.
Exactly.
When it's
It's
forced down your throat by some system. Like,
yeah.
it's almost
that you
something.
didn't have any involvement in choosing.
It almost seems like it was something that was done to spite it. That would just kind of spite itself
No,
by.
it's noble intentions. It's
It really is. I think it is. But
Like you mean like democracy in the Middle East?
yeah, exactly. Noblest.
I don't know if that's
intentions,
really noble.
but- well, some people would say it is, but whatever.
I don't know.
I need to. Yeah. I'm not sure about that one either.
So what else we got? You guys were talking about this new NBC News format.
They did this experiment, this thing tonight. It was basically sponsored by Philips at Amazon specifically.
So Amazon.com/Phillips.
Yeah, and it basically each break was kind of very simple, very short-seeming ad that
We're guessing 30 seconds, but
Product-
even longer.
product shots saying gift ideas, get them at Amazon, easy
Simple
shipping,
ideas,
all this,
shipped to you.
all this. Yeah, basically real
And then they-
nice,
and then-
clean, simple ads
and then
that
they
move
had,
quick.
well, that's their concept too. They actually
Yeah.
say simple,
Yeah,
but it's like white background with the blue text. I think you've probably seen it in Philips stuff before, but
Mm-hmm.
they ran every commercial break, which was probably three, maybe
Yeah.
more, maybe four.
yeah.
They
I think there's
ran it,
only
and it was
three
it was
breaks in the
that-
whole newscast.
That's and then an NBC promotion.
One
for of
NBC
their show,
promo that was
and then-
really quick too,
Yeah, and then they came back.
and they were right back in it, and it was it felt more
I
like
think they did another little piece, or they did a little bit more on one of them.
it felt closer to the same amount of time, or like a half-hour version of the news hour.
I liked it.
I liked
quite
it a lot
frankly.
too. I mean, just because they had so much content space to deal with, and it was, which is a big deal to those guys.
Does that mean they're like getting less money for sponsors?
No, they're getting more money from fewer sponsors. Is
Ah.
what happened because that placement
Or they
that
cut some deal. They probably cut some deal with Philips to experiment. They're like, we
Yeah.
haven't tried it. We don't know. Let's do it.
Well,
You'll get out there, and that's all somebody will think about.
They're still
And
gonna
look,
make their
we're
money.
Talking about it.
Yeah.
So
Right.
they're still going to make their money on everything else. But the point being that that is prime when you narrow the playing field, you somehow raise the price again. I mean, ask any independent record label that has put out one run of something
Well-
that everyone wants later. I
Right.
I
mean,
saw it. I think it was I think I saw something on American Express how typically they had done a lot of television advertising
right?
and like less radio and like no web, like early on no web stuff.
Yeah,
And how they had changed and what they were selling and what they did. If you look at a lot of their commercials now,
right.
they're like film productions, commercials. They don't do a lot of commercials. They don't do really complicated commercials, but they do really well done commercials because they pick like a market that
You know,
the type of commercial they even make.
I would even wager that not to spend too much time talking about this thing, but there's probably even internet ad revenue traded in this whole deal between NBC, Amazon, and Philips because
That's probably true.
they all have such
That would make
huge
sense.
internet presence.
and NBC's
presences
not,
going
not
on.
dumb to that right now.
Right, and NBC is really playing. We were talking
they
about
got a really
this.
cool on the site. They have a lot of if you've got broadband.
It
It
is-
doesn't work over the satellite stuff either, but
Yeah, it's really cool the
They
amount
have
of
some
stuff
really
the
nice
amount of
video of
content that
shows,
they've
like-
got going on online now.
and then again they're doing the NBC. We talked about this last show, but the NBC Nightly News you can get as a video podcast, and there's a lot more video podcasts just in the iTunes podcast directory thing now.
Must now leave and go to my polar base on the moon
Yeah.
because NASA's going to build that for me.
It makes sense to some extent. If you're really going to do any sort of space anything, It doesn't. It takes. It's a lot of. It's really expensive to get something off of the Earth.
But it's still really creepy.
But you get it there, and we'll just take care. But I think haven't they done some experiments where if like low gravity crystal growth, it's like for used for silicon components, you get
It's just
like
kind of making up
purity.
shit to do, man.
Hey, I think science is cool. Science in space. I want to move base.
Is it going to be like an igloo?
I think it's to keep Cobra from taking the moon.
How about we stop how about we stop all that ice like from melting on our polar stuff first?
First, we're gonna research it from the moon. Come on. Man.
Oh yeah.
Did
Okay.
you see Hawking had made a spoke or whatever the other day and said humans have to colonize other planets.
Like now?
It's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck
See,
ourselves.
I think we gotta get going on it.
No, we're done. Dude, we're
We're
done. We're done. We're hosed.
We're hosed. No,
We're
we're not.
hosed.
Dude, you don't understand. If everybody thought they were going to die, you know how much space exploration should happen?
It'd be pretty cool.
That would be the only industry we fucking had. Would be like, get the fuck off of here.
That would be pretty fun.
It would, like we would be like a moon would be like the old west.
Buck
People
Rogers,
live on the moon.
Buckaroo
It'd be
Banzai
like,
type shit.
and then it would turn into to Total Recall on Mars. There'd be like mining colonies.
Speaking of,
Would they have the thing where they like
Start terraforming planets.
where they put the stakes in the ground, like everybody they'd line up and be like, all right, ready, go, and like take off and put the
Stake your land.
the plots. Yeah,
yeah, that's your plot.
on the
This is
moon.
my moon!
Everybody's bouncing around and shit.
Yep, that's it.
Big goofy arm flapper.
Man, or maybe it'll be no. I was just thinking of sci-fi stuff and thinking of what was that film that we watched?
Cool Runnings? Or
Silent Runnings.
Silent Runnings.
Yeah,
Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings. Not the Jamaican bobsled team. It's a
Different
'70s
movie.
science fiction film.
It's
But-
about a space bobsled.
Eins,
Have you seen
five.
this movie, Josh?
Silent Running.
Silent Running.
I don't think so.
Interesting, weird
Who is
sci-fi
that
movie.
actor, man?
It was Bruce Dern.
Bruce Dern.
Laura Dern's like what, dad or
Uncle
uncle
or I don't
or something
know.
like that. But
Relative. He's like a space hippie.
yeah, it's
Oh, cool.
72 or 71 or
He's on
72.
this.
I kind of feel like that
He's on
sometimes.
this. No, it's really weird.
But it's good. I
You
actually
should-
sampled
you
a bit
should
from
see
it.
But he's like, I don't. This isn't gonna ruin it. I don't think. But he's taking care of the garden in space, and they get an order that they have to destroy the garden, and then things happen.
The forest. They got
Oh, yeah,
forests
yeah.
in these biodomes.
He makes forests.
And he's like, "Fuck that! This space tree is gonna stay here forever."
I
Yeah,
love this
exactly.
space tree.
You've got it, man. You've got the
but
premise.
he gets hurt, and he has to train the robot to heal him.
Oh wow.
Now Matt's trying to bring out the spoilers.
Hey man, come on.
So
Well, yeah.
I think that's it, folks.
yeah, thanks for joining us. I got to put my laundry in the dryer.
Flip side.